So the Quest 2 is a great VR headset, but the audio that it produces is, well, mediocre at best. It's okay, but it could be so much better. So I've always been on the lookout for an additional add-on audio solution that would just bump the audio up to be as good as this headset could be. And now we potentially have it with the Bobo VR A2 headphones. These are a pair of headphones that not only integrate with pretty much any head strap, but also provide amplified power to make your audio sound even better. But does it, and is it any good? Welcome to my tech gear. Let's get into it. First up, let's look at the fit of these, and I have to say I've been pretty impressed. I will note, however, that this is a Bobo VR head strap, and these are Bobo VR headphones, so you kind of expect them to be well fitting, but honestly, it looks like it came with the head strap. It snaps on fully all the way at the back, and it just looks really good. The headphones themselves on either side are also adjustable, so not only can they sort of adjust sort of up and down as well, they can also slide up and down the arms as well, so you're going to be able to find a position that suits your head exactly, and that's really good for a huge range of different head sizes. Now, I have tried fitting these headphones to a lot of other head straps like the Kiwi Design one and the Orbica ones, and they fit them well. Now, some of them do need this extra padding that also comes with the headphones as well, some don't. It's a little bit of trial and error, but it's great to see Bobo VR making the effort to make sure it's just not a Bobo VR ecosystem, and you can actually use these with pretty much any other company's head strap that's out there. The ear pads themselves are nice and comfy because they're covered in this nice soft leatherette, which is really comfortable and soft on your ears. There's actually two options here for the ear pads. You can use the on-ear ear pads that are here. However, if you don't like those on-ear headphones, then you can switch them out for the over-ear ear pads that came with these as well. And switching those out is super easy because these are just kept in with magnets. So all you have to do is just pull it off, go and get the over-ear ones that are here, and they snap on. That's it. So take that one off again, find the other one, and there you go. You've now got over-ear earpads all set up, ready to go. And if you want to switch back again, super easy. Take those off, snap them on, and you're ready to go. How cool is that? So I've tested both the on-ear and over-ear earpads for hours of gameplay and listening to music, and they're both comfortable. So really it's just a matter of personal preference as to whether you prefer on-ear or over-ear earpads. Overall, these do sound good. There's plenty of bass in the headphones. I mean, they're not bone thumping, but there's definitely a bass presence. Plenty of treble too. I did find the middle or the mid frequencies a little bit muted. However, I also test headphones on this channel as well, so I'm probably being super picky. If you compare the audio of these headphones with the audio of the headset, it is night and day difference. No contest. Audio coming out of these, so much better. There's even 4 sound modes in here. There's a standard, a bass, a cinema, and a game mode. So you can choose a different equalizer setting to your preference. Now there is slightly more bass with the bass mode, but I didn't notice too much of a difference between the other modes, so pick the one that's your preference, but it doesn't make too much of a difference. I would say that the over-ear ones give you a slightly better bass response because it kind of cups your ears. However, the on-ear ones give you a slightly louder audio because those speakers are closer to your ears. I would say it's a pretty minor difference in both cases though. Now they do sound good, but they're not going to sound as good as a pair of dedicated gaming headphones like the Logitech G Pros that I've got here. However, these have like a 50mm driver in them. They cost sort of $100-200. They're significantly more expensive than the Bobo VR A2 headphones that are here, and they're not integrated into the head strap itself. So these don't always fit certain head straps, and I find wearing these, it gets a bit, I know, my head gets really busy because you've got the head strap on, you've now got the headset on as well, and I just don't find it particularly comfortable, especially for sort of fast moving sports game. So a pair of headphones that just sit on top of your ears and don't really get in the way too much whilst giving you better audio, for me, is actually a better option. Now, it's not all a bed of roses though, because there are some downsides to this, mainly the amplified power. So yes, the benefit of having power is that you get better, more powerful, louder audio. The problem with that is that you have to keep these charged. So if these run out of power, and Bobo VR do say that the power on these will last about 9 hours of audio playback, which is plenty, but once they run out of power, they stop working. So you do have to make sure that you constantly keep them charged, and also make sure when you turn your headset off, make sure you turn it off, otherwise they're just going to run out of power when they're sitting around doing nothing. If they run out of power, you can use this short USB-C cable that came with the headphones and plug that into the headset so you can draw power from your headset. However, if you've got a battery head strap like I've got here, which is the Bobo VR M2 Plus head strap, well, I've already got that plugged in to provide power. So you'd have to unplug this and then plug that in, and it's just a little bit annoying, so just make sure you keep them charged up. It's a minor annoyance than it is sort of major drawback. And whilst we're talking about annoyances, the other annoying thing is cases, mainly because the head strap here adds width to your head strap. So before now, my go-to case, because it houses pretty much any head strap you can find, is the Bobo VR C2 case. That's an awesome case, nice and big, houses pretty much anything. However, the headphones here add width to the headset such that they don't really comfortably sit in that case. I mean, you can put them in at a push and the zip just about closes, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too often. Both of those things aren't really deal breakers for me, and they're not going to stop me using the headphones. They're just a little bit annoying. So should you buy them? Well, if you're looking for an elegant integrated audio solution that ups your audio quality on your Quest 2 headset, then I honestly don't think you can go far wrong with the Bobo VR A2 headphones that are here. If the idea of constantly having to power these is really annoying, but you still like the look of the headphones, then Bobo VR do a non-powered version of these headphones called the A2 Airs. They're not going to run as loud as the A2s because they're not amplified and powered, but you don't have to remember to charge them. The A2s are going to cost you $70 and the A2 Airs are going to cost you $50. Either, I actually think, are a good option for improving the audio of your Quest 2 headset. If you'd like to see me do a review of the A2 Airs, then let me know in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do. I hope this video has helped you decide whether the Bobo VR A2 headphones are the right headset solution and extension to your Quest 2 headset. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.